could also be disgusting, but I know how dedicated they are to the camp. But we'll see as we head on in to game one. Hot set coming up, my friends. Hot set alert.
We shall drink to that focus. Here we go. Skaws versus eSVee, game one, going on to Pokemon Stadium 2. And again, this is where it's going to be the most interesting. We'll see how this one is shaped up from the very few interactions. Already we're seeing actually a bit more kind of like passive gameplay from eSVee than I initially thought. Obviously I said about the can, the fact that Skaws be wanting to use that slingshot, which is already quite important. But eSVee's doing a clever thing where sort of positioning the can actually behind Skaws to just keep it outside of range where like Skaws can bat it back anyway. Because then eSVee could just go back to it later if he wanted to, and shoot it into the Toon Link.
The issue is if once Toon Link is past the can and it's just him and Duck Hunt, you don't have as much protection for if you're eSVee. You have to be careful of how you use this can. You still have Clay Pigeon at your disposal, and it's a very effective tool. As the double Clay Pigeon is up air, taking the first stock here, Smar.
And again, just not something I think Skaws was ready for there, as eSVee is able to take that stock away in devastating fashion. It felt literally like sort of blink of an eye, suddenly went. But Skaws is sharky underneath there, keeping up this pressure, throwing up those bombs, throwing up those uppers as well. We know how devastating it is. It lingers for such a long time. The burst option there, the ground be out of shield there to take just a bit more damage. And Skaws fires back in devastating fashion with that forward there, taking away eSVee stock, only taking a minor bit of damage himself.
Trademark Toon Link combo, evening things back up for Skaws here. But we're still seeing this war of attrition. The Gunmen, the Clay Pigeon, all coming out. But the aggressive play from Skaws finds an opening here and leads to a very potent situation. But not committing to the edge guard just yet, and it gets reversal out to the corner because of these projectiles. Skaws not playing around that all too well, as he's 100% in the corner. Gonna take a damage. Is one gonna? Oh no, it went away already. Okay. A lot of percent on Skaws here at the moment, though.
Yeah, it feels like it's been really difficult for Skaws to get off that side, but as I say, he does get away from the Duck Hunt, but still in a dangerous position here. Has got to wind up finding a way through. Keep it up, just that gap between them. He does find a way through. Projectiles blow away at eSVee to the left side here, giving Skaws the opportunity to strike there. Tries to do so with the forward tilt there. Obviously a big move, like the last long time, but Skaws nearly losing the stock there, but still hanging on. Love the way that he bats away the can as well with the arrow, and then finds it with the up air.
Very strong confirm, has that patience, has that presence of mind to find that confirm amidst the chaos. But a very kooky can gonna take that stock. And even as it could ever be, back to that projectile camping. This Clay Pigeon's causing problems, I think. It's very interesting. Sort of keeps going, and when it hits, it leads to a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the Clay Pigeon is the thing that Skaws has not been ready for. So obviously a projectile that actually lasts a surprising amount of time as well, because it's just very so deadly, has a few hits on it. And Skaws, again, as you say, everything at the time has been getting hit by it. It's been easily changed into something else. Obviously that first up we saw, how it took away with up as well. But Skaws, again, does find a way through. Gets hurt by that forward smash at the ledge. Skaws is going to find a way through. But the down air is going to send Skaws plummeting down. And eSVee taking game one.
I ain't never seen a Duck Hunt edge guy like that, man. Godlike stuff from this guy. eSVee putting himself on the map. Very nice game one there from the Duck Hunt. I love seeing a good edge guard from Duck Hunt. Like when do you see them go for ledge drop, double jump down there? Oh, that's good stuff. That's some good gameplay.
That was. And it was like the fact that we hadn't seen eSVee go for that aggressive option off stage. It'd been always just sitting on the stage, throwing out cans, throwing out the Clay Pigeons, just throwing out the Gunman. Just to go for that aggressive option when Skaws had been like historically recovering a little bit lower is a nice option to reveal in the final stock of the game.
It was sort of forced by by eSVee's projectile use, setting up I think it was the Gunman. I could be wrong, but it felt like he had to recover in that set path. I think Skaws went for a bit of a mix, trying to go for a high as well to try and beat that. Try and beat an edge guard attempt. Yeah. But eSVee anticipated that, outspaced it very well. It's just good discipline play. But it went down to why I think eSVee just really had some strong advantage state. Yeah. Carried the momentum very well. It was only like one neutral win, I feel, in that last stock that really led to the stock being taken. It shows that you can't play around against these characters which you normally associate with being like sort of campy, defensive, a lot of neutral win interactions, can't kill. turn into touch of death machines. It's very interesting to see here.
Of course, one person you can never count out, though, is Skaws himself there. We've started off this game with a blazing start as Skaws racks up a whole 74% damage, just literally just chaining everything together. It's what we saw a little bit in game one, but Skaws is just his actual sort of just aggressive options are scrapping was so much more potent against Duck Hunt, because Duck Hunt does not have the tools to scrap away, but Toon Link has that sword. That's the whole plan here. Has also got the projectiles, but the whole idea is you are going to be killing him with that sword, with things like the forward air, and you're just using the projectile to get him into a position where you're either going to confirm or you're going to smack him into it.
The issue is you're going to get those confirms in the sword from your projectiles, mainly from your bomb. You don't... Okay, good trade. You'll take that trade if your Skaws. You have...
you don't take that, though. You don't take that.
You have up to up air, but you don't have a good aerial for like just like poking the kill. Fair is kind of there, but it's not. It's kind of awkward just because how floaty you are. This is a good position for Skaws. Can you convert? Duck Hunt doesn't have good recovery, but eSVee has good recovery mix-ups.
So yeah, eSVee just making their way through there. Love just you know, the tricky positioning. But eSVee gonna get caught by the last bit of that up B there. Skaws again, still back up his damage. The lingering up there into the forward there actually takes the stock away. No red lightning on that at all.
Skaws is cooking here. Full stock lead. Lovely stuff. I love that confirm, man. It was so good. Now it's on eSVee. You can't just take your time here. Skaws will sort of sit back, try and get some chip damage. But it's this play picking which is causing so many issues. That's 3 in a row into the back air.
Again, is what we said earlier, Focus. You know, eSVee gets one clay bridge and leads it into 2 or 3 more, then leads it into a devastating back air or an up air or something like that. That very well could have been the stock, and if nothing else, it racks up a hell of a lot of damage.
It's the difference maker in this neutral game. It's going through projectiles. It's eating up that boomerang and keeps going. There are drawbacks to it though. It's sometimes seen as Duck Hunt's bad. Oh, okay, that's a crazy angle.
That's a heinous angle.
Jesus, man, it's sent fully horizontal here, and it's only 50%. Duck Hunt racks up damage very quickly. It's this clay pigeon that's causing issues. But if the clay pigeon's out, you can't have the clay pigeon out, and you can't like detonate the can at the same time. You can't ping it with B because pressing B shoots the clay pigeon instead. So there's limits to it, and you can also jump over it. And we're not seeing Skaws with punish boomerang as well, clay pigeon as well. You're able to jump over it. Doesn't matter though. Gets that fair confirm. Lovely stuff from Skaws. Could have been scary after that disgusting stage spike, but it's a 1-1 moment here.
Yeah, really nice way for Skaws to fire back. I was going to say about how difficult it seemed for Skaws to actually find a way through because there was just a constant bombardment of projectiles being thrown his way. But I love that every single time Skaws has really just been finding that one teeny opening that is granted to him. Yeah, he sort of uses the bomb or slingshot to bat away one projectile and then uses that one option, that one little opening to then go and fire back, and the strike we saw at the end there. Snuck his way through, landed into the forward there, takes the game away.
It's really good stuff. This has been very back and forth. We're in for a barn burner here. Could be a slobber knocker. In 3 still, PS2 still, you have a lot of room to work with, so you have you can retreat a lot. Shoot a clay pigeon. You have, but I think it helps them. They both don't really want to be off stage. They want to play some neutral. They want to be off stage. Yeah, I can understand the character pick. I want to see how Skaws properly moves around the clay pigeon. I don't think he's found the true answers to it yet.
Yeah, it's like we keep saying about like how potent it has been, and it really is. Like it feels like Skaws just does not have that answer for it just yet. It's like everything else he's been navigating really well, but the clay pigeon has been such a free option for eSVee every single time, and it's been leading into some devastating hits that have been very, very close to taking a stock there.
Perfect example here. It Skaws through a bomb. Skaws eSVee through a clay pigeon. The bomb got eaten up. eSVee got to confirm off it. You have to be careful when it's coming out. Really interesting stuff here. Up air going to do it, covering practically everything on the platform there. Good start for Skaws in game 3.
Yeah, again, just like sharking underneath with the lingering up air, going to take it away. And now back on Skaws here to just get as much free damage, but eSVee certainly going to be firing back. Goes off stage there, sends out a few more projectiles, goes for the high recovery, just giving an option just to dive to the left side over Skaws' head. just go for anything. Of course, gets the grab here, land into the down throw. Going to try for the game pigeon, but Skaws actually just going to navigate around it very, very nicely.
I don't know if Skaws realizes how much end lag this thing has. 64 frames, but gets blown up here. eSVee brings it back.
And again, we're just back to an even game, focused every single time. It feels like sort of one player takes the stock away and then immediately the opponent responds back, takes it away again. Neither of these things are giving any wiggle room to the other as eSVee just keeps up that left side pressure, just throwing out all of his projectiles again. Skaws trying to find a way through. I love the down air just to cancel end lag, go onto that platform, you know, sort of mix up how he's been approaching eSVee. But eSVee is still going to just, you know, shark and leave the clay pitch as well, goes over Skaws' head, and Skaws trying to find a way through. That is going to be the back end there, but Skaws still hanging on right now.
Is very even at the moment, but importantly Skaws had stage control, but he's getting clipped by his clay pigeons, causing so much problem. Oh no.
Yeah, what do you do right now? You like every single time I feel like sort of eSVee has been throwing out these clay pigeon, Skaws just falls into it. And he's trying to find a way through. Again, like it's just, you know, staying on that platform, does not want to approach right now. But eSVee is going to catch on eventually. Can comes out again. It's just another thing you have to be aware of if you're Skaws. There's just so much to keep an eye on when you're facing Duck Hunt.
There is. Are you going to get blown up here? You're going to find, okay, not able to convert into the can, but still a strong position. A lot of things can kill here as Duck Hunt, even though it doesn't have the best options. eSVee's been finding these raw hits that do it. Skaws though, known for many potent kill confirms. eSVee has to be careful as he's off stage here. Bomb in the hand. Can you cover anything? I like how. Oh,
wait,
sure.
What? Okay,
sure, why not?
I swear that was Skaws' here. I swear that was Skaws' here.
There you go. Both got blown up. As eSVee does here. Skaws was at a higher percent too. Took more knockback. That was an important trade for eSVee to take, but it doesn't matter because he got blown up once more. Even once again. This is a very, very close set here, Smar.
Yeah, and one that I feel like, again, the clock is slowly ticking down as well. Could be one that maybe goes to time, but basically players suddenly going on the aggression here. eSVee dives off, try to get a little bit more with that forward air, but Skaws just going to navigate around it. And the air dodge back to center stage. Skaws gets a little bit, a few more projectiles out. Can comes out from eSVee, again, setting up all this pressure on the stage right now. The Skaws keep an eye on, but eSVee is still sharking out of this, trying to find that confirm. Anything to take stock away. The clay pitcher comes out. The gunman as well, just to set up that grounded pressure as well. What can Skaws do to navigate around this?
He's done well. Up tilt, up air might be in range, might be out of it by now. But now you can see a lot of bombs coming out, looking for confirms that way. Does eSVee play this mix-up game well? Very risky clay pigeon in that spot. Skaws jumped over, didn't get the right punish. He had more time. He could have killed there, I think. All to play for. The back air's going to put into a really bad spot. Can eSVee clean this up? He's been given a very good opportunity here. Not catching a jump. Skaws retreats to the center, just backing off, does not want to be in that situation. What a horrible angle. And the can gonna catch that tether to ledge. eSVee is 2-1 up here, my friends. This is a slobber knocker.
Again, it was just the crazy angle of the can there, just catching Skaws, just sort of throw his head back as well. This feels like it's like every single time he gets something going, eSVee responds back, and vice versa as well. It has just been so difficult for both players to find an opening, but it's just every single time one player just finds that teeny bit, and that's the thing that swings it in a favor. And it's honestly so frustrating on both sides as well. Like, you finally get something going, you think you've got a bit of a lead going, and then it just dissipates entirely.
This is stressful for me. I can only imagine what's going through hearts and minds of Skaws and eSVee. We saw Skaws take his moment, his time to compose himself as he heads on into game 4. He knows he can bring this to a game 5. He has to lock in, has to have that composure even in those tense situations. eSVee, it feels like he just has the edge in those moments. He's got that composure. It's very impressive to see so far. Can he close out that set, move on to day 2 on the side?
All right, here we go then. Big game here. Skaws got to take this one to take us through that game 5. Obviously, every single game has been so damn close there. We'll have to see how it goes. Obviously, Skaws just taking that moment just to to calm himself down. Just think about the game plan. He's got a big game here, not one that he wants to fall down. Obviously, when you're so close to making it into that top 128 winner side, you have to take that moment just to breathe.
Absolutely. In these situations, it's so easy for your mental to spiral. You have to be able to take that step to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
Control the game. See what you yourself can influence. It's going to be a very tense one. It's all to play for in Game 4.
All right, here we go then. Again, this constant battle of projectiles begins once more. Both of them literally just battling over the can there. See who sends it in whichever direction. But again, it's Skaws who gets a little bit of a trade there, but eSVee does find a way through as well. Retreats back with that shield up, gets away. Again, Skaws suddenly going for a little bit more of an aggressive option. There's been a lot of trades so far, Focus.
But what I've noticed is he's starting to full hop over the clay pigeon and looking for the whip punish. Like falling with Zare, for example, very strong in the situation. Oh, okay, that was a bit weird. He somehow...
He rolled into it.
Yeah, but he like went under it when he was blocking the bomb, and then he's like, oh, no, it's coming, and then he got hit by it. By rolling into it. Oh, that's an unorthodox option from eSVee, but it worked out. Right in momentum here.
Again, this is what makes it so difficult as well. Like, you dodge the clay pigeon, but then eSVee on that right side, which is way with a forward smash. But again, Skaws firing back, taking that stock away, sneaking his way through, and getting himself on the board here. eSVee down a stock. Going to be trying to find his way again to take down Skaws, who's just going to keep up this left side, stay on this platform, quite happy just to chill out.
I don't know what Skaws has changed, but it feels like all of eSVee's projectiles seems to be getting hit back. The can seems to be like getting pinged back by the bombs like every single time. It's unorthodox to see. You don't often see that happen so consistently in a matchup like this. Skaws has just come alive. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. A lot of damage, up tilt, up air.
Wow.
Not a kill yet, not up draft percent just yet, but it's a warning shot. It's coming here. Skaws has maneuvered around the projectiles so much better in this game. I love to see it, but the shield grab on the down tilt, that's normally not a thing. But it worked out for eSVee here. Can you confirm into a kill? Instead, again, the can is being used against him. It's consistently getting sent back and blowing up this Duck Hunt duo.
Oh, I love the way that Skaws snuck his way through there. Z dropped the bomb down and then just jumped over and smacked with the back air instead. I love that, just the tricky option that Skaws been going for. You can see he was really doing anything he could to avoid that can because he knew that'd be a stock loss there. Still hanging on here. But very similar percent, but certainly not similar stocks there. But suddenly,
never mind.
To the right.
Never mind.
Oh my god.
Very, like, the clay pigeon clanked out the F2, which otherwise would have killed. Ooh. There we go. No extra percent taken. It hits on ledge. Diabolical move, by the way. Toon Link, disgusting character. Can kill him off the top. Good trade for the dog. But a full stock down. Skaws. I don't know what he was thinking in that break, but it certainly helped him out here.
Yeah, I'd say clearly, that's why I say you've got to take that moment just to breathe, to reconsider. You can't just dive into the next game, and Skaws has always been one of those players who just takes the moment just to think. You're constantly throughout an entire set, he's always just considering what he needs to do best. But suddenly, eSVee firing back, gets a chain of up airs, but Skaws still quite happy to trade here. They go the aggressive option, the up tilt into the up air is going to take it, and Skaws take us to a Game 5 focus.
Feels like everything's coming up Skaws in that game now.
Yeah.
More updrafts, more whiff punish from the clay pigeon. Incredible projectile play.
Yeah.
It feels like the war of attrition has turned in the favor of Skaws. The can is being used against eSVee. This is a huge turnaround. These adaptations from Skaws have really been impressive, but I'm sure eSVee can do something similar if he's got the right mindset.
Yeah.
This is a really incredible set between a Duck Hunt and a Toon Link.
Yeah, I feel like you said earlier you were stressed. I think everyone in the venue right now is stressed watching this set. As we do dive into Game 5, this is impossible to call. What changes can eSVee make to get himself into the winner's side of top 120? Or will Skaws' momentum for the previous game be enough to take him there as well? Focus, I can't call it.
I really can't either way. It feels like Skaws has the momentum going into it, but it's so easy for momentum. It can be kind of fake. All it takes is one good string of your own to turn it back into your favor. And I wonder what changes in this projectile war. How can eSVee make the clay pigeon work for him a bit better? These trades are working out for him at the moment. Has a lead. Got Skaws into a bad position. That was the right idea, but the wrong timing.
That was so dangerous for Skaws there, but thankfully just working out. But again, it's like Skaws' option in game 4 of taking the trades works out when you're not at the deficit. But now that he is, it's really not going to pay off for him there. And he's got to be careful. You can see he's sharking underneath that platform there. Was hoping to get up there, but eSVee correctly just navigating around there. Does get sent off stage here. The bomb's being thrown out. Skaws not risking anything, not diving out there. Got to be careful with that can, though. That was kind of just placed next to him, and Skaws wasn't ready for it.
It's good to play for here. Up tilt, up drop, up air. Not going to work in this spot, but a raw up air, raw aerial will do it. Or a bomb forward air. First blood in this game 5, man. Smart. This is going down to the wire, I think.
Again, we're going back to what we saw in previous games where it feels like one player takes a stock away and the Sunny is fired back because eSVee's looking for it, gets it with that forward there. Suddenly, eSVee evens up the game again. The crowd is starting to come alive here as we start to wind down this winners qualifier set.
How are you going to cope under the pressure? There's so much at stake here. You want to make out into winner's side. You want to keep that run going. You want to represent your countries as best as you can. You want to represent yourself as best as you can. Slowing it down a little bit here. Need to recompose.
Again, it feels like we have slowed down the pace as well. But again, Skaws just getting himself haphazardly caught by these projectiles. You can only keep the shield up for so long as well. And eSVee knows that. We're going for a few more grabs there. Does trade up with the up there. And suddenly, again, evens damage here. Even percentage between these two. Even stocks as well. Both of them just keeping their distance away. Skaws trying to find out so much pressure. But again, just getting caught by his own bomb. Because you can only navigate so much around it.
Something's cooking. The tension is building up here. I feel like something's about to explode, man. I can't tell what it is. This is going to be very important. That was a really crazy bomb pull in that situation. Worked out for him. Can you keep it going? Can you find a decisive kill confirm here? The shield pressure's there. I'm really surprised that grab worked.
I can't believe eSVee was able to sneak that way through. And again, Skaws get caught by another can there. He does backflip around that second one, but he's got to get back to the stage. Well, this can is just tracking him down like a homing missile.
That was really nice stuff. The can detonate, not going to kill. Gonna send the wrong way. This is autoplay for a lot of explosions. That one's not doing it.
Even hanging on.
Hey, both hanging on by Fred. This is a very scary spot because eSVee. Okay, that's still not killing.
Still again. Keeping himself alive.
Is insane.
That's
conditioning to grab. F-Row also not going to do it. That Dark Hunt cannot kill my friends. 183.
Again,
that will do it. That's the explosion eSVee needed. He's one stock away.
Skaws again, just been doing this thing where he's been charging in recklessly. And even then was taking the trades. It's not been working in his favor. He needs to revert back to the game plan of going for his confirms that he knows. He's got to be careful with his bomb pulls as well. He's getting caught out by a lot of things. eSVee is not going to charge in. It's not going to do anything recklessly. It's just going to get all this damage here. Gets the grab. Again, going for those a lot. Skaws has got to slow this down. He's got to find his confirms or it's going to fall apart in an instant.
Okay, back for a win kill.
Might be it.
No, it won't kill.
No, not quite.
Not center stage, not on PS2. You gotta find something. You can throw everything in the kitchen sink, but I don't know what's gonna land. Okay, this is a big clay pigeon. Calls out the air dodge, doesn't get the right detonation timing. Bombs not gonna find the mark, too high a percent. What's gonna kill here for Toon Link? You're in a bad spot as well.
This is a terrible spot.
Nearly gonna find him. eSVee going deep.
But eSVee makes it back as well. That was a risky option for both players there. I thought Skaws was going to lose his life off it, but it's the can that takes away eSVee's life. We are last stock, ladies and gentlemen, of this winners qualifier set.
And this slobber knocker's finding its conclusion. Can Skaws bring it back?
Again, starting
scary.
He
doesn't want to. He's at too high percent where he loses too much room if he gets clipped by it. The gunman is acting as that meat shield. It's done so well. This is so scary. You can't afford to get clipped by up air in this situation. You can't afford to get hit by clay pigeon.
There was so many chances for both players here as Skaws wanted to get a bit of a longer string here, but had to put up the shield to dodge his own bomb. Suddenly Skaws starting to come alive. He has slowed it right down, as we talked about in that second stop, because he knows he can't risk anything. There was everything on the line here, and this is a full-out projectile war right now.
Okay, really good can, and it's threatening there again. Trying to catch the reel in.
And then by the end, and that is it. eSVee taking game 5 to move on to top 128. Everyone is on their feet right now for eSVee as Germany takes the win over the London Toon Link main.
That was a crazy, crazy set, even on that final stop. Even though eSVee had a lead, it still felt so doable for Skaws. He played his heart out, but eSVee just had that edge. Done very well to make his way into top 128 winner side day 2. He's chilling for the rest of the day. He's done very well. The adaptations in the projectile war were very impressive. He was using Can very well in that final game. It felt like the trades were working out for him very well. He was using, when he had advantage as well, where he got so much mileage is when he had the stage control.
We're still trying to chill ourselves. We're worn out.
It felt that the presence of the Can in the corner. You can't dash back. You're in the corner. You go off stage.
Yeah.
You can't roll in because Duck Hunt is there to cover it. You can't stay in place because the Can is there. You can pop it at any time. The pressure was felt by Skaws, and eSVee exploited it so well.
I feel like in that last Duck situation where you had such a percentage, it only favors Duck Hunt because that character really does have some strong killing tools. I mean, when you're having to dodge around the Can, the up air, the clay pigeon,